Hey guys, what's up? I thought I'd throw another video out at you guys this afternoon on propane. Had a lot of questions asked on the channel about propane. How do I fill it up? How often do I fill it up? How long does the tank last? Yada yada yada. It varies. In the summertime, all I run on propane is the refrigerator. I can get about 3 weeks out of a full tank of propane. And in the wintertime, I'm still running the refrigerator, but I also add the use of the heater. In the wintertime, gosh, it varies. Maybe 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks if I'm lucky. But it all depends on how often I'm running the heater. In the heater, with the heater, I don't ever run it all night. I'll turn it on when I get in the van right before I go to bed, and I'll shut it off, and then when I get up in the morning, I'll turn it on to warm things up. It's been pretty mild so far this fall, and so I haven't even pulled it out yet this year for this season. It's still sitting in storage, so need to get that going, but haven't had a need for it since I haven't really gone anywhere. So I'll show you inside the van here where we basically use the propane. In a Volkswagen Westfalia, we've got a 2-burner stove, which is right under here. You got a latch you flip up, and then under there it's covered under a towel right now, but that's a 2-burner stove. You got your controls there. That's handy for cooking up a pot of soup, or I guess you could even cook some pancakes if you so dared. The refrigerator is my #1 use of propane. Like I said, I run it steady all the time. Right now I'm running it on AC. AC is pretty efficient if you're sitting in one spot, but the propane works really awesome. You can see the cooling fans right there. Even with propane, it'll get ice up on there. But anyways, keeps everything good and cool. I've had good results with it. I've heard other people not so good. In the wintertime, the lifesaver is, I'm going to turn my light on here. The lifesaver is the propane heater. Pardon the mess here, but right here is the line, and when I hook the heater up, I run this quick connect here through this hole. I drilled this, and I just got like one of those little desk grommets and put it in there. It just happened to match my interior pretty good. So the hose just runs out there, and it keeps everything nice and tidy. You can see back up here in the corner, that's where I plumbed in a valve into the line that goes up to the stove, and I was able to tee off of that for my heater. And when I don't have the heater in use, I usually close that valve. I see that it's open right now, but anyways, that's how that is. That runs across over here, and the Mr. Buddy heater sits right here. And I've got the dual tank one, dual burner one, and the reason I did that, I've done a video on this already, but the reason I did that is because I can do the hardline into it, and then I can also run 2 bottles, the 1-pound bottles of propane if I so desire. Maybe I'm out on the van and haven't gotten into it yet, but I'll turn that light off. So anyways, yeah. That's the inside of the propane. I'll take you outside and show you how the tank looks underneath and whatnot. It's a rainy Washington day out here. It's a good day to be inside, but the propane tank for the Westfalias are down underneath. So there's the exhaust for your refrigerator. There's your utility hookups. And directly under that is the propane tank. And I'll get down here and kind of give you guys a view of the underside so you can kind of see. There's that thing that looks like a torpedo. That's the tank there. You can see all the plumbing and the valve and whatnot there. So that's where it gets filled up. The guys at the propane tank, or I'm sorry, the guys at the propane store don't like us Westfalias too much, because those things are kind of the pain in the butt to fill up, simply because they got to get down on their knees and get dirty. But anyways, there's no external tank that you can take off and have filled. So that's propane on a Westfalia. Hopefully that gives you guys some insight onto how I work that that whole setup. So there's the van, almost ready to go with the new motor, just waiting on a few more parts, and this bad boy will be mobile. Anyways, hope all is well. You guys take care. Talk to you soon.